let me just say one thing. The biggest winner today, President Barack Obama, who came out this week and defended his legacy health care law. It is now clear that Republicans cannot do, at least yet, what they planned on doing in the campaign after campaign. From 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, repeal and replace was the mantra. Barack Obama has the win right now, and it has changed the entire way that we look at health care. It is now the Democrats' version, the ideology that government does have a role in providing health care in some way, shape, or form. The repeal, drag it up by the roots, get rid of it, has not worked. They can't get it through a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican president. And today is a win for President Barack Obama.
The Representative Loudermilk of Georgia's 11th, probably a new name to many of our viewers, even the political junkies, now says, look, this didn't pass. We're going to come forward and start working on this again. The president had yesterday said, take it or leave it. We're going to move on if we have to, which may have been some art of the deal talking. But now it sounds like what we're about to hear from Speaker Ryan and some more in his delegation is that they want to give this another go.
Well, another go, in essence, to fix it.
Yeah.
Because they realize that they have a spiraling deal here, that Obamacare is not going to hold up as it is. The win is the ideology that you're going to keep the general structure in place and you're going to fix it. You're not going to repeal it. And that's where you start getting this outreach from President Trump and his administration to the Democrats. They realize that they have a stinker that they have to deal with in different parts of the country, and they have to do something. But now the structure of Obamacare is going to be in place.
Yeah, and Chad Pergram, it is Democrats who have said all along, some parts of this bill didn't work. We knew we'd have to make changes. Democrats have said there are places where, as the Democrats would put it, Republicans just didn't cooperate enough, where they pull the rug out of underneath certain things for political reasons. And their argument now is, let's try to make this work for the American people, for the mom who needs health insurance and all the rest.
Yeah, we'll see what they're able to do on that front. You know, there have been some other bills that Kevin McCarthy, the majority leader, they were always talking about this being three buckets, this third bucket of other legislation. Some of those bills down the road that McCarthy was promising, some Democrats could probably vote for. And so maybe there is some progress that can be made on that front. The one thing I want to point everybody toward, though, is how much political capital they burned on this process. Remember, here in just about a month's time, they have to deal with keeping the government open. They have to deal with the debt ceiling. They still want to do tax reform. How much political capital was burned on this effort? And also, keep in mind how much criticism that Republicans leveled at Democrats for their efforts to pass Obamacare. Well, look at how this process turned out for Republicans. Not very good, and they didn't even get a bill through.
Chad, over to Bret for just a moment. How much rebuilding of political capital is possible in the short run here before you take on your next legislative hurdles?
They've got some work to do, and I bet you there will be a real outreach before they tackle something as big as tax reform. This will be a painful loss, and there will be all kinds of talk about who did the wrong thing, who did the right thing. There wasn't a lot of right thing, and the problem was, Shep, was that they couldn't get to an articulation of what the elevator story was, of why to pass this bill. Why is it going to be better for me at home? And they couldn't get it. 17% approval in the Quinnipiac poll. That wasn't going to cut it.
Bret Baier there on Capitol Hill, and same with Chad Pergram for us.